Hello, this is Eric with Black Swan Odysseys, and today we're going to do a review of the Klim Nac Pak. We're riding along here. This is Lacamas Lake here in Camas, Washington in the Pacific Northwest. The backpack review we're going to be discussing is a 20-liter backpack initially designed for the snowmobiler and dirt biker, but it also transitions very well to on-street riding and even hiking. Well, one of the nice things about this is the strapping system is versatile for going over a motorcycle jacket and then easily cinch down to just a t-shirt. This particular backpack has numerous features that are applicable to both motorcycling and hiking and daily commute to and from work. I found this backpack very user-friendly for carrying basic items such as lunch, computer, and other accessories, and as well as on hikes, carrying your lunch, water, and so forth. This backpack has three main compartments on it, plus two storage compartments on the straps themselves. We'll cover each of these points in the video later on once we finish this ride. Okay, back from the ride. First of all, we'll go over the basic dimensions of this backpack, talk about each compartment, what I found about this backpack. We'll do some pros and cons and wrap it up. So let's go. Okay, let's start off with the dimensions of this backpack. First of all, the overall dimensions from the curve of the shoulder strap to the base of the backpack is 19 inches in height. It's 11 inches wide. And I didn't get the overall thickness dimensions, but we'll cover that in a second by individually compartments. So starting with the largest compartment here, the large compartment is 16.5 inches high by 10 inches wide. You'll notice that the extra inch is for this half-inch stripping along both sides of the backpack. The middle compartment, which is right here, is 10 inches in height, 7.5 inches in width, and 2 inches in thickness. The small compartment, which has the semi-rigid neoprene case cover, is 4.75 or 4 3/4 inches high by 8.5 inches wide by 3 inches deep. As you can see, there's three main compartments and a stuff pouch area. This backpack also comes with a toolkit, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Here's a look at the front strap system. You'll notice the single point buckle that we have here. Very handy for a quick on and off release. The shoulder straps comes integrated with two small zippered compartments on each side. I found that a small cell phone would fit in these compartments, but a large cell phone such as the iPhone Plus will not. This little compartment here is where the tube and the bite valve sits for the hydration system. And we'll talk about how the hydration tubes comes out of the backpack into the slings here in a second. Other parts on this backpack, like I said, this backpack was really designed for snowmobiling initially, and therefore a lot of the compartment setup is built that way. This here is where a folding snow probing stick would go. Avalanche sticks is what they call it, and it snaps here on this side. This side here is designed for an ice axe. Notice the grommet point for the tip of the ice pick, and would strap into this location. This compartment has a semi-rigid neoprene form cover. This is what Klim designed to hold a pair of ski goggles. I didn't put my ski goggles in here. I just packed it up as how I would carry the backpack on my road motorcycle trips. So in place of the ski goggles, this is a spot where I keep my sunglasses. It does have a second interior compartment. You can put small items, like a cigar cutter, or a second pair of reading glasses. It comes with a microfiber cloth with attached lanyard. This cloth can be removed for washing. The medium-sized compartment is kind of lanyard or strapped by itself, and it's what I would call floating. It's not stitched into the main backpack. This provides a storage compartment behind the second compartment. This is the toolkit that's provided with the backpack. It's just the pouch by itself, not the tools. Obviously, you have to supply your own tools. The medium-sized backpack unzips, opens halfway, and it has several points. It's got a netted pouch for see-through access, 2 points for pins. It's got a zippered, it's got a Velcro flapped compartment. This is a 5x7 notebook. You can see it, how it readily fits in there. Now, quickly discussing the toolkit. This toolkit, I found, fits inside the medium pouch. So you could conceivably carry your toolkit in there. One of the main reasons I would not carry the toolkit here in this little flap area is there's nothing to hold it from falling out. And if that's one thing, if I were you, Klein, is I would figure out a way to put an extra strap across here just to secure the toolkit in this area, if that's where you meant to carry it. How I found when I ordered the backpack, it arrived in the mail with the tool pouch stored in this location. What I did learn from on the website is this floating pouch gives you room to store, like for instance, a snow shovel that would fit in here, and the arm would hang out the bottom of here, and I think that's what they had in mind for the design. So toolkit, we'll talk about this in a minute. Cinch points. It's got 4 points of cinch on this backpack to help hold down the second compartment steady. 1, 2. The top parts unsnap for access. The pouch itself won't come completely off, but just opens up for access to get into that area there. What I did notice, it's just made to put, you could put clothing, sweatshirt or something like that, stuff it in here. Just to carry stuff. Obviously there's no protection from the weather. It has a little pocket up in here, and I think this would be where maybe the end of the nose of the shovel would fit. Now let's look at the main compartment. So just for purposes, I put 6 pounds of protein powder in there for bulk and weight. Also, I put in my 15-inch MacBook Pro to show you how easily it fits in there. In the main compartment, you have a pouch for a hydration bladder. Klim sells 2 sizes of hydration bladders, a 3-liter and a 2-liter hydration bladder will fit in here, and this is your standard hook for the Klim hydration bladder. Now, the tubing system and how it reaches to the front of the backpack, what Klim did is they left a tunnel in the shoulder strap. And you'll notice that there's 1 tunnel on each strap. So this, I suppose, makes it an ambidextrous if you want to have your strap your hydration tube on your left, or if you want to have it on the right, which is standard setup or designed for this backpack. The hydration tube comes out of these holes here and flows down the strap. Now on the right hand side of this strap is the guide and holds it in place, and it has a pocket here for the bite valve. I noticed that on the left hand side it doesn't have that feature, so your bite valve would be just out in the open if you chose to wear it on the left hand side. Let's look at the back pad. This is a neoprene pad, approximately ½ inch thick, and it has a spinal well here for your back, and it has channels to wick moisture away from your body. I wore this backpack on a 10-mile hike the other day, and I found it quite comfortable on a hike. One thing this backpack doesn't have is a belly strap, but then again, on most backpacks this size, which is a 20-liter backpack, it's not really necessary. Okay, let's go over the tool pouch. This has two kind of like corner straps on each side. Not sure what the point is or how those are used, but maybe you could tuck something, a type of a tool, maybe a cloth or something in here. I'm not sure exactly what they had in mind. One thing I noticed about this backpack is your tools kept inside there aren't secured well, and numerous times I pulled this out and I've found several tools just laying loose outside of the pouch holders. Let's see if that's the case here today. Yeah. So your wrenches and so forth just won't stay in place really well. I think part of the thing, it's generic, and what you put, tools you put in there. It's actually on the small side, but for a day pack it works quite well. As you can see in this backpack, I have the various hex head wrenches, sizes specific to my motorcycle, and same thing with a couple of wrenches, and then of course the ratchet. This also gives you a small pouch down at the bottom. Keep my Leatherman tool in here, and a side pouch, a zippered thing with a net cover, which is kind of nice. You can see in there what you have. I carry a net driver, which is full of various heads in there. All these tools I'll list down the bottom in my information exactly what each one of these are and where I purchased them. Pressure gauge. This is real handy. And actually this is a pretty nice pressure gauge. I'll do a review on that later. Special Allen wrench for different parts of my bike. This is a right angle air pressure filler for my bike. I found this backpack is sufficient for day trips and tools. Anything longer than a day trip, obviously you're not going to have enough room for other sundries such as a tire repair kit and inflator. But this works really good for your basic tool setup. I wouldn't normally carry my tool bag on my backpack on a day ride. Normally I would carry my tool bag in my saddlebag of my motorcycle. And I wouldn't suggest or recommend carrying your tool bag here anyway, because there's no clipping mechanism to secure the back or the tool bag in this pouch area. But this will quite readily fit inside the second pouch. Let's start with the cons of this backpack. There's not really very many, and really they're not a deal breaker. We talked about the tool bag, the fact that it doesn't completely hold the tools in a secure manner. That would be one con. The next con would be if you store the backpack here, it doesn't really secure it there. And maybe the backpack wasn't designed for that. They may have just shipped the backpack with the tool bag here, and that may be what they were thinking. The other thing that I found a con about it is the zipper straps for the main compartment is only a half to less than 3/4 of fully unzipping. A lot of backpacks this size will unzip and you can unflap them all the way. But that's, like I said, those are minor issues. Here's a con and a pro about this backpack. So these lanyards, zipper lanyards, I found work really well with gloved hands as far as zipping and unzipping. What I did notice with these backpacks is these lanyards tend to really easily fall inside the adjoining pouch, getting them stuck in there. So I suppose, Klein, if I had anything that I would recommend, is these lanyards, making them out of some kind of semi-rigid material such as the handle, which would pop them away from the zipping pouch. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, the last con for this backpack is it doesn't come with a rain guard. Most backpacks, day packs, have some type of a rain guard that you can put over the top of the backpack. A rain guard can be purchased on Amazon for $20. But one thing about this is the way the shoulder design is, the rain guard may not stay on the backpack unless it cinches right around here, and then you'd have rain coming over the top. That's a minor con in my mind, but something to kind of keep in the back of your mind. Okay, so there you go. The Klim Nac Pak, $99 USD, sold on Amazon and at the Klim website. It's a 20-liter day pack, 3 compartments, and comes with a tool pouch, minus the tools, of course. For an extra $30 plus or minus, you can get the 3-liter hydration bladder, specifically designed by Klim. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also hit that notification button so you get all the latest videos. Also, I provide feedback. I'd like to hear from you out there who have this particular backpack and how you use it and what your thoughts are on it. Have a great day. See you on the next video.